This is the Sig P365 X Macro. So this right here, this is the Sig P365 X Macro. This is like a P365 XL, but a little bit bigger, has an integrated compensator on it. And let's see how she runs. Let's do our first mag. 17 rounds inside this little guy. Very comfortable feel. Controls seem to be in the right spot. And it really fits really well. So, all right, here we go. First couple mags. Man, this thing's shootable. That's impressive. Extremely impressive, extremely comfortable. Wow, that's a flat shooter too. I'm not sure if it's the compensator that's doing all the work, but there's something inside this. I'm sure the compensator helps. There's something inside this thing. It keeps that muzzle down. Very light recoil impulse. Let's do another mag through it. I'm shooting at a cool range right now. You guys know the channel Opie and the Smokies. I'm out shooting at his range that he set up. All right, so right back there in the corner, we have a dueling tree made by Shooting Targets USA. This is a slightly bigger version of that 365 XL. You got a bigger grip and you have a slightly longer slide. Now that slide also features a compensator. So I've had a bunch of people test this thing out for the first time, including myself. Now, a little background story on how I got this. Now, there's another YouTuber out there, and his channel name is Opie and the Smokies. I was going out to go shooting with him. I had some time to kill, so I stopped by a local gun store right in the area that we were gonna go shooting in, and they had this guy. He was actually a little overpriced. I bought it anyways because I actually need to do a review on one of these guys. That being said, I have a lot of upgrades that are coming in the future. I'm gonna have some cool stuff coming in, so I'm actually gonna be doing a whole upgrade series on this little pew-pew as well. So let's talk about this thing. Out the door, when I bought this thing with tax, the high Tennessee tax, I paid 900 bucks for this thing. I wanna say it was in the store for like $820, something like that. So this is the P365X Macro. Grip module is the same thing as the 365 and the 365 XL and the P320. What I mean by that is the serialized part of this gun is actually part of the fire control group. That's why you can kind of see that serial number back there. So you can swap these things out. Now these grip modules or frames, they're not serialized. So you can order these things online and then they'll send them right to your door. What's cool about that is the fire control group, that's basically the trigger, that's gonna be your rails, all that stuff. That's the serialized part. So you just take that one pin in the back right here, you pop it out, pop on the new grip module or frame, and then you have a whole new gun pretty much. This guy right here is optics ready. So you have an optics cut right up here, and then that's gonna be your shield style optics cut. And then what's nice about this one though, as compared to the 365 XL that I have, this rear sight is part of the frame. So now you no longer lose your rear sight when you want to put a red dot on there. That's pretty nice because the old one actually incorporated that rear sight. So now you have the option for some co-witnessing. You have a compensated slide. Now, the barrel has no porting in it. The barrel is actually a 365 barrel. So it's a pretty short barrel, but shrouds the barrel and then extends about another inch or so, maybe a half inch. And then the slide actually has that compensated cut into it. You do have a standard pick rail on the bottom so you can mount your lights, lasers, or combinations. Rear sight is a black serrated sight with night sight inserts, and then the front is a fiber optic / night sight front sight as well. I have not mounted an optic on this yet because I'm waiting to do that upgrade series. The first part of that series will probably be the grip module or the red dot. I'm not too sure yet. Okay, so let's talk about impressions. Now that we've talked about it, all the controls are gonna be the same thing as you'll find on the 365s. You have your takedown lever right over here, and then you have your slide catch / release right over here. Magazine release, you can see, is configured for right-handed, so it's on the left side of the grip module. However, the good thing about SIGs is you can actually swap these around, so you can have a right side, you can have a right-handed or left-handed magazine release. I had the opportunity to shoot with Josh from Opie and the Smokies and CEB Media, Black Diamond Guns and Gear. So all of them had their first impressions, and I'm gonna play them for you as we kind of go through this.
All right, so this is Josh with Opie and the Smokies.
What's up, guys?
You've never fired one of these before, right?
I have not.
All right, so it's a new for both of us.
So 365 macro.
Yep. What are your initial ergonomic thoughts?
It feels good in the hand for sure.
Yep.
Kept waiting for it to run out like a normal 365.
True. What do you think?
It feels good, man. I thought it would be a little bit softer shooting.
Really?
With
I
the
thought it
port.
was super soft.
Yeah, man, it's nice. The trigger's real nice.
This is Charles with CEB Media. He's never fired one of these either, so get first time impressions from a bunch of people out here today. What are your ergonomic thoughts so far?
I like the feel, and I definitely like that you're getting 17 rounds out of a pistol this size. I think it is easily concealable like the AXIL, so I'm excited. I like the compensator, and I also like that it doesn't take the rear sight for the red dot, so very impressed so far. Let's see how it shoots.
Let's do it. Oh, you're a lefty. Let me hop on the other side.
Sure am.
I forgot you're wrong-handed.
Yeah.
No, you never heard that one before, right?
Oh no, never.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Not bad.
No, not at all.
The difference is that this slide actually goes over the barrel, and the barrel is shorter, kind of like a 365 barrel, which is pretty cool because that means that the slide is just comped. So we're gonna run 17 rounds through this thing because that's what this holds. OEM, you don't have to have S15 magazines. X Macro.
Now, my overall impressions of this guy. A compensated gun is slightly louder. Now, I've done a test before where the porting or compensating of a barrel does not really affect its velocity that much, especially from an already short barrel shooting a 9mm round. It's a lot different when you have things like a high velocity rifle, something like that. Now, that compensator, even though I think it drastically affects performance in a good way, I think it makes this thing shoot flat. It's a very low recoil, very smooth shooter. The problem is it is slightly louder because it's directing those gases upwards, that's where your face is. So, standard handgun that's not compensated, the explosion happens right here at the muzzle. However, up here, it's going to be kind of popping up and forwards. But it takes a lot of those gases, moves them up, which helps keep the nose of that gun down when you're shooting. Helps mitigate that recoil and makes it really smooth. So, this is one of the best shooters I have yet to try. This is truly a micro compact handgun, slightly bigger. I like to call these the micro compact XL handguns. This is the same size as the Hellcat Pro, same size as that Mossberg MC2C, and just slightly bigger than the Sig P365 XL. And I'm talking about just slightly. This has a 17 round flush fit magazine. So not only do you have the performance of a full-size handgun, but you have the capacity of a full-size handgun. The only downside to this guy is the cost. Now, $800. I know some people have said they've gotten it in the 700s before, and some people have said they paid $1,000 for it before. So the price is kind of all over on this thing. Now I'm going to post a blog article on this, and I'm going to try to find some of those best prices for you on that blog. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested in seeing how much these are currently going for. Link is in the description and pinned comment below. That being said, it's a great gun. So aside from the price fluctuation and the cost, overall, I've been extremely impressed with this, and this is my new EDC as of now. So now this is also being added to that rotation with that Mossberg MC2C, Hellcat Pro, my 365 XL, and now my 365 X Macro. Overall, this is just a fantastic firearm, and if you guys see one in a gun store or at a range, I'd recommend you guys go and rent the thing out and just do a few mags through it. It's a pleasure to shoot. It truly feels like you're firing a full-size handgun, but you have this nice micro XL compact size gun. Please give me a thumbs up, comment, and a subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. Yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much. I'll see you guys later.